Hi guys! If it looks like I'm in the most picturesque scenery in the world, it's because I am. I'm currently here in Germany, driven like an hour out of Munich. Like, what the absolute f***? Anyway, I'm here with the Skoda Superb, specifically the new Skoda Superb, pretty much all new as well. It's got a brand new platform underneath it, which actually makes this thing drive really well. It's got an all new interior, new engine choice as well. So today I'm going to take you for a full review of the Skoda Superb here in Germany before it comes to Australia early next year. And I'm going to tell you if you should be really holding out for one of these things or whether or not you should skip it. So let's get into it. Alrighty, let's talk about the way that the Skoda Superb looks, but actually we'll start with price, because in Australia right now you can get the Skoda Superb, the MY24 previous generation, for 69,990 drive away, or the wagon is 2 grand more, 71,990. So we don't know what the price of this will be, but I think Volkswagen, based on my pretty off-record discussions, are going to be aiming for, well, not much of a price increase. And if that is the case, then oh, that's decent pricing, honestly. Especially for a car that, as you'll find out, comes with, well, what is essentially a Golf R drivetrain, a little less tuned. Let's talk about all the changes for this, because yeah, it looks pretty much all new. Now, Skoda has a very simple design language, and I don't think that's a bad thing. It definitely looks grown up. You got these cool LED daytime running lights here. You got some LED lights there too, very bright matrix LEDs. You have this new massive grille. It's grown in width. I don't mind it though, and a radar there for your adaptive cruise control. You got the Skoda badge there too, and otherwise there isn't that much going on, and I don't mind that. Let's check out the side. Okay, so how about the side of the Skoda Superb? Well, this thing is pretty long. It's a long boy, and RIP Volkswagen Passat. This is now pretty much the only Volkswagen Group entry-ish level wagon you can buy. Of course, you could go for Audi, but you're spending a lot more money, and also for a pretty confusing naming scheme, I think, where even digits are now electric, odd, petrol. It's very confusing. Anyway, let's talk about this. So spec, it probably will change when it comes to Australia, though what I'm told is that this will be quite similar. We have these decently sized 18-inch wheels. I suspect they will be bigger, but they're wrapped in really good Goodyear tires. Eagle F1, actually, very good. You have a 360 camera here, keyless entry and go, and of course, here, you get an umbrella in the door. It wouldn't be Skoda if it didn't have that. Very cool feature. You have tinted privacy glass straight from the factory, roof rails up here, your fuel filler cap. You have a little ice scraper here as well with measuring bars on the side. Again, a very Skoda feature indeed. And otherwise, it's a very long boy, and I love it. Buy more wagons, people. And then, of course, there is the arse of the Skoda Superb. So like you can see, it's been pretty much completely redesigned. I love the rear tail lights. Very cool. Skoda badge spelt out there. There's a new S as well for those who have a keen eye. 4x4, because actually all of these, at least coming to Australia, are going to have its all-wheel drive system. That's pretty cool. And you have the Superb badge spelt proudly there. No fake exhausts. Thankfully, that trend has very much died. Great to see. And a bunch of very tinted privacy glass back here as well. And my favorite part is always practicality in one of these wagons, because that is why you are buying a wagon. You have big brain energy and you need something with a lot of space. 690 liters of boot space. When you open it up, the cargo cover here automatically retracts. You can remove that as well. God damn, that's smart, guys. Heaps of space in here. Super duper amount of space. No pun intended. You have a space saver spare wheel under there. That's pretty good. You can also very easily drop down the rear seats from here and they just fall. And then you get a stupid amount of room. I couldn't even tell you how much it is. It's just that much. You also have more simply clever things like open this up and there is a little storage space there. It stops things from rolling around. You have storage area over here, but you can remove that if you want to for more space. You have carry hooks inside of here. A 12-volt socket. There is seriously a lot going on, and that is why I love it. There is so much space, and apparently class leading, at least that's what Skoda says, for a mid-sized vehicle. Very cool. I don't know why I love that so much. Let's check out the interior. Okay, so first test, what's it like? Whoa. That's a lot of beeping. Oh, let's talk about the interior. So this is way better than it was before. Before, it was just a bit of that German rainbow. Even though this is, you know, a Czech company, it is of course owned by Volkswagen Group, and it had just a really bland interior. But now you got this like Alcantara, like suede up here on the dash. That moves a little bit, but it's fine. Soft touch up here. Oh, nice up here and here. Now you might be thinking, Matt, I don't rub my dashboard, and fair enough. Not many people do, but it'd be a bit weird if you did actually. What it does do is reflect sound if it's less scratchy materials. The more soft touch materials and materials like this Alcantara, actually the better it is for soaking up road noise. And this is a very nice feeling indeed. You have this new leather steering wheel. It looks very similar, but it's now two-spoke, and I love it. I think it looks really cool, including your paddle shifters. You have your cruise control here. Interestingly, your shifter is now up here, which is kind of cool, very much like the new ID vehicles coming from Volkswagen Group. The air vents have been integrated into the dash. It is a very cool design in here. I don't know if I love this clearly printed on faux, whatever it is. Kind of looks like wood, but it's not. Don't know if I love that, but that's a very minor thing. Frankly, in here, it's really nice. You're gonna notice some massive upgrades in here, particularly with technology. So here we have these digi-analog air conditioning controls, and they're smart dials, so you can hold to sync your aircon. You don't have to go into the screen here. You have your temperature control here, but if you click it and you can adjust this, you can actually change to different menus like volume control, you have driving profile, and of course your fan speed. So really good to see that they are regressing away from what Volkswagen Group were doing where everything was in the touchscreen. That's awesome. What a great implementation. Seriously spot on. Here is a new infotainment display. It is a bit of that tablet style, but I really like it. It's so snappy, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I literally have no complaints with it. It works so well. Up in front of you, you get a small but fine instrument cluster. It shows, again, plenty of information with the Skoda virtual cockpit. You can change the way it looks. I don't know, it just works. And of course, you have some really cool, intelligent touches, which really is what Skoda is about at the end of the day. It's kind of the thinking man's car, or woman, of course. So you have Canton speakers in here. That's not one of the things, but they do actually sound quite good. Got a wireless charger here. 2 USB-C ports. Up here is a USB-C port as well, and that is for dash cams. In here, you have this little screen cleaner that perfectly fits into this slot, so you can use it to wipe the smudges away. It's actually like such smart thinking. Why has no one thought of that before? If you pull away this hidey hole, you have a couple of cup holders. Again, nice soft center armrest. Open that up. There is heaps of storage in there with lots of different storage solutions that you can take out or leave in as you please. You have a door bin within your door bin. That is a classic Skoda move. And of course, the door bins are felt lined so that things don't roll around, and they're massive. The glove box, absolutely huge, again, felt lined. Not to mention these seats. Wow, they are so comfortable. You have cool things like adjustable lumbar support. You can also electronically move the seat forward and back. Weirdly, I find anyway. If you want to adjust forward or back, you have to use manually. And also if you want to adjust the thigh support, you have to do it manually as well. And then it comes with massage seats. So it's an interesting mix of automatic and manual controls. Don't know why it's not fully automatic, but whatever. They're comfortable seats. Oh, and they're heated. And so is the steering wheel. And so all of this is to say, it is just such a nice place to be. I don't think it's overly styled, but it just gets everything kind of right. And you get in here and you kind of know what everything does, or at least it takes a minute and you do. But let me know what you guys think of the interior down in the comment section below. Do you think they did enough with this? Do you think it's updated enough? Let's check out the back seats. Okay, so back seats. What's it like back here? Well, I'm 5'11". I've got heaps of legroom, toe room, as well as fantastic headroom. Very, very good indeed. Obviously, you can see I've got my sunshades here. It's just a nice feature, especially if you have kids. You don't want sun getting in their eyes. I think that's more of a me issue than the car. Back pockets, they're pretty small, but you get two, one for your phone as well. 2 USB chargers, you've got a couple of air vents and a third zone of climate control. Very nice to see. And the outboard seats are also heated as well. Get that nice suede here. This is soft touch. Actually, it's quite good. For a while there, Volkswagen Group was cutting costs for the back seats, but clearly not anymore. This is all nice and soft. Pull down that center armrest. Oh, very good leather. Open that up, and you have a little iPad holder here, which is great if you have kids, and a couple more cup holders there as well. Also rubberized. That's so interesting. Of course, you also have a ski pass-through for longer items, should you want that. And the seats, the same nice Alcantara leather. Oh, I forgot to mention the other tablet holder. This one right here. I'm not sure if that one comes as an accessory or with the car, but I have a feeling it comes with the car. Regardless, this thing has a lot of very cool features. I think it's a really grown-up space to be. Certainly feels better than a Mazda 6, for example, but I'm kind of 50-50 if I prefer this or a Sonata N-Line's interior, which is just a bit more, I don't know, boy racery. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Which would you take? And of course, if you want to buy any new car in Australia, including this when it comes out, head to carsource.com/buy. We have a dedicated team of car buyers who are on your side because we charge the dealers a fixed fee. Of course, we go in the absolute hardest to get you the best price on your next new car. And because we have thousands of dealers, literally, we can make them fight each other to get you the best price possible on your next new car. So if that sounds good to you, and it definitely should, join our many happy customers at carsource.com/buy. buy. Let's launch it. Okay, so now we're going to launch the Skoda Superb. We have our specialist timing gear here, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Fist me. Come on, baby. Come on. Even though it's diesel, it's not that slow. Genuinely impressive. 0 to 100 in 8.21 seconds. I'll take that. Because the Australian version is going to come with a different engine, you can expect that to be, well, quite a bit faster. So, well, let's talk about that. Alrighty, so driving the Skoda Superb here in Germany, Bavaria. What's it like to drive? Well, honestly, this thing really did surprise me. I think it's pretty expected now that the Skoda Superb is one of the best driving wagons out there. It's been thought of that way for a very long time. And if we use this smart dial here to put the car into sport mode and plant our foot down, the one thing, probably the biggest thing that I've noticed is actually the suspension. So let's talk engines first, because right now in Australia, or at least for the previous generation Superb, it came with a 206 kilowatt engine, which was really awesome. It came exactly from a Golf R, but now it's a little different. You see, now it comes with 195 kilowatt. However, Volkswagen do say that that has been spread better, so the torque is delivered more smoothly. Actually, that's a new engine out of a Golf GTI. So the same EA888, just with, I guess, slightly less tune, but a better tune, according to Volkswagen. And I do have to say, I don't even care about that, because it's frankly the way that this thing drives that is so much better. And I'm not talking about the drivetrain, I'm talking about everything else. Because of the new MQB Evo platform, it handles unbelievably well. Like the Golf GTI, it's essentially added an entirely new front end, made from almost exclusively aluminium componentry, which is actually quite rare, especially on a car that's south of $100,000. And so the result is that you get this really incredibly well handling vehicle, despite an open diff and a diesel engine that we're driving with here can handle like that. The other major thing that this gets, which honestly blew my mind, was the 15-stage adaptive dampers. Before it had like 4 stages, maybe 3, but now if we go into our individual mode, I've set it here to the comfiest setting, 3 more comfy than comfy, and the ride becomes so soft and compliant. And that means both the primary ride and the secondary ride, just like that, incredible. The one big downside, I would say, to this new generation is unfortunately the safety systems, because while it gets them pretty much completely, it's not really missing anything. Unfortunately, it does have, well, a kind of annoying speed alert. However, every bloody car is coming with that, so I mean, what can you really expect or hope for? But yeah, it's truly the handling of this thing, the steering feel, I mean, it's just as superb as before. We shouldn't do that. Could be dangerous. Yeah, super duper impressed. Let's get into our final thoughts. Alrighty guys, so final thoughts on the Skoda Superb. Should you buy the new Skoda Superb or wait for it to come to Australia at least? The answer is, if you are looking for an epic family wagon, absolutely you should. Now, the caveat to that obviously being we need to drive the new 195 kilowatt engine. Is it going to be a lot slower, or is it actually better? We don't know, because we don't have it yet. In fact, it's not released yet. But really the most impressive part to me is not the exterior styling or interior. They're cool, but it doesn't blow me away. What blows me away is the underpinnings of the Skoda Superb. Its new MQB Evo platform is genuinely epic. Very, very good. And it makes this thing just a really good everyday wagon. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What do you think of the Skoda Superb? Do you like all the changes with it? Of course, if you did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you around. And if you want to buy any new car in Australia with the best deals possible and cars that are actually in stock, check out carsource.com/buy, and my team will take care of you for free for you, because we charge those dealers, baby. Ciao for now.